W7 live from the RESCH. 1D1 semifinal in the books. Arrowhead 82-55 over Franklin, and too much Natalie Cousseau for the Sabres to deal with. Cousseau finished the game 33 points, 11 of 18 from the field, including 6 of 8 from 3, 5 of 6 from the line, 7 rebounds, and just a dominating performance. Libby Gilmore had 15 points, 6 of 12. Allie Roble had 9. Taylor Timish had 6. Yes, Natalie Cousseau had a great game, but the supporting cast did a really nice job as well, Connor, for this Arrowhead team.
Yeah, well, it's what we talked about kind of all week leading into it. It's just going to be, Cousseau and everybody else. And everybody else came along to play today, and they have the supporting cast that can show up any game. And defense travels. They played really well in the defensive end. Coach might disagree with me a little bit on, stretches. They gave up some easy buckets, but overall, their defense traveled very well. And it's going to set up an interesting matchup tomorrow night against one of these two teams coming up next.
48% from the field for Arrowhead, 48% from 3, 12 of 25. You're not going to beat teams who give up those kind of numbers, and Arrowhead just really played well. Great game tonight for Natalie Moe for Franklin, 24 points in a loss, 9 of 20 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3. And of course, our thoughts and best wishes go out to Lauren Capstron, who got hurt early in the first half. She came in the last 30 seconds to finish her career on the floor. And we talked about this off camera, Connor, how important it is for these kids not to be, as you said, carried off the floor.
Yeah, I mean, you never, unfortunately, it's a loss for her team as well. So it's already going to be a negative memory. But you try to make that as positive as possible. And I thought Coach did a nice job getting her back out on the floor and then be able to get her off so she can walk off under her own power and have a good memory here from this state experience.
Well, congratulations, Warhawks. You're moving on to the finals tomorrow. That'll be the nightcap tomorrow night. 8 o'clock against the winner of the game right in front of us, Connor, Nina and Hartford. Thoughts on this one?
Nina with pride. They have sold out a quarter of the rush right now. The entire village of Nina's here. Hartford showing up as well. I think it's going to be a great one. Obviously, Miss Basketball and Allie Zabel. But it's going to be, can somebody else come along with Zabel? Can it be Klesmit? Can it be Buss? Historically, in bigger games, it's been a hit or miss with them. They did the other night against Hortonville. They're going to have to do it again tonight here.
And then for Hartford, of course, McKenna Christian's going to have a McKenna Christian night, I would expect. A lot of points. But Hartford does well when everybody contributes, and she gets a running mate. Could be Alexis Shelston, could be Bella Claugus. There's a number of players on the Hartford team that have had great seasons. So can the committee overcome Allie Zabel and the Rockets? That's going to be the question.
Absolutely. And, of course, the other X factor is always head coach Andy Burnell. He's watched so much film, he's come up with something that Vinny hasn't seen on film yet. There's going to be something out there, a 2-3, a 1-3-1, just something that Coach Burnell is going to do here this afternoon or this evening that could change the momentum of the game.
Well, nothing new for Hartford going through the Fox Valley area. They beat De Pere, they beat Kimberly, and now it's time to take on Nina.
Well, I agree. They beat a little bit of a banged-up Kimberly team, kind of coming off the loss of one of their studs and the starting lineup. But we'll see.
That game coming up next. We'll be back at halftime as we conclude our Live at the RESCH for Friday night. Get ready for Championship Saturday. You've been watching W7 Live at the RESCH.